In this video, we're technically analyzing Exxaro, and as you guys can see, we're on the monthly chart. And on this particular chart, we can see that the market had given us this triple top over here, with this being the first leg, this being the second leg, and this part here being the third leg. And we can also see that the neckline of this particular pattern is at that level more or less. And at this point in time, we can also see that the current month's candlestick has broken the neckline of that triple top. And ideally what we want to see actually, and especially for traders, is for the current month's candlestick to close below that neckline. And what we would do then is to wait for the market to head back to the neckline to test it, and at that point is where we would look for those potential selling opportunities. Why do I say selling opportunities? That is because, in my very humble opinion, the triple top started at this point. We saw the market head up, give us this triple top, and ideally I want to see the market close at that level in line with where it started, right? Having said that, just also bear in mind that as much as I'm saying that the pattern started at this point and that we ideally want to see the market come back to this level, we also have at this level a very strong level of support, as we've had multiple rejections at that point, as you guys can see. And in the future we might get another rejection here, only for the market to continue to move further up again to around this level again, where we have the neckline of that triple top. And at this point again, we might potentially see the market push further down or even further up, especially because when it comes to these patterns such as the triple top, what normally happens is that a lot of traders and investors sell on that second leg as well as on that third leg of that structure, and they just place their stop losses just above, right? So at this point in time, we could say that there's a lot of money stuck rather in and around this area, and we might potentially see, actually, as I said, the market bounce off of this level only to continue to move further up to grab all of those stop losses that are located in that location, right? Anyway, what I'm going to do now is just add a neckline for the triple top. Just bear with me. Here we go. And just remember that necklines are areas and not so much actual lines, right? So that's the neckline of, as I said, this triple top over here, right? And I'm also going to add the support area, which is also very much important. Just bear with me, right? Just also remember that support levels are also not lines, right? They are areas, right? So we could say more or less that this whole level over here is a very strong level of support. As I said, we've had multiple rejections at that level, right? And in the future we might get another rejection at this point, only for the market to head up to around this level, or again to this level over here, where we have all of those stop losses that are located, right? Anyway, let's proceed. What else do we see on this chart that we should be paying attention to? Another thing that is also very much interesting or important is the fact that we have this candlestick over here, and what it is a bearish candlestick with a small body and quite a long lower wick. And what it tells us is that there's a lot of money stuck in and around this area, and that's another reason why I said that ideally we want to see the market actually head down to around this level. Not only would it be completing this triple top, but it would also be coming down to that area to grab the liquidity that's at that level, right? So what I'm saying, in other words, is that in as far as Exxaro goes, buying at this point in time is not a good idea. Buying at this point in time is not a good idea, especially also because we have, if you pay attention here, right, we can see that the market at this point had closed below the trend line that's going up, right? So buying at this point in time is not a good idea. Rather wait for the market to head down to around this area, and at this area we might potentially look for those buying opportunities, right? But at this point in time, my bias is for the market to continue to move further down to around this level, which is in line with that level. And I believe that at this point we should indeed be looking for those potential buying opportunities, and perhaps the market may give us this very nice W structure.